And greetings, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bless you. Thank you for being with us this wonderful day. Yes, yes. Ah, it's so exciting. So exciting. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, being with us today. And we're gonna jump right into it. Thank you. We must thank the Almighty for His goodness and grace. All right. So I know this topic is very, very sensitive today because so many people say that, oh, I don't believe this. And why and how did you come to that conclusion that the man or the husband is responsible or the primary person that causes his wife to cheat? It is something heavy. It is something very, very heavy. And yet, still, we're going to get right into it because, as you know, as you know, cheating started even in the garden. Oh, I hate to say this about my mom. Haha, way back then, how many eons ago that was. Yes, she cheated. And how would you know that she cheated? Well, we come to the realization that cheating is just not physical getting together in a way whereas we're exchanging fluids. Cheating starts in the mind and in the heart. Yes. It starts with a conversation, a thought. But every action, there was a thought behind it. So therefore, when things came up that say wasn't really way it's supposed to be, or something, a problem, issue, circumstances, condition that came up, and she felt that this was too much. She felt um, in a way that say that this is not the way I want it. But it's not the way you want it. It's not nothing is the way we always want it all the time. But then again, she's looking at these things like say, ah, this is too much. So she's thinking about leaving at first. She's thinking about, wow, I'm not being fulfilled. I'm not being appreciated. I'm not being celebrated. Uh, no one cares for me. He doesn't do things for me like we used to. And all of that come to play in her mind. And then next thing you know, the opportunity arises. Yes, the opportunity says that, okay, um, my name is John. What's your name? Oh, my name is Susan. Okay, well, Susan, how are you? Da da da, all that good stuff. Then next thing you know, can we change numbers? Well, I'm not supposed to. I'm married, you know. There's either I got a boyfriend, whatever. Then I don't know about that. I don't know you, a little snappy. But yet and still, her demeanor is telling him something. Her mindset. See, it's like how you say reading body language. A woman, a woman, a man, anybody who show the body language. That's why they have this thing called the lie detector test, right? You go get hooked up, and your expression of your body, the excitement, the blood pressure, the heart rate fluctuates, fluctuates. And this is why, if a man really knows his wife or his woman, wife mostly, you can just about tell when something's not right because he can tell when she's frustrated, she's aggravated, and then he can also tell when something is wrong. But he's not paying her any attention. And this is one of the reasons why we say that he is really responsible because even in the beginning, and we'll go there in the beginning, that man was created, and who knows how long he was created because he was watching the animals, he named the animals, he took care of the animals, and he communicated with the animals because he had control over the animals, take dominion over everything that creeps and fly and swim on the earth, no matter what it was, right? He was the man, he was in charge of the earth, a system, everything that lived on the earth, the man was in charge of it. And then he sees that all these animals, hey, having mates, having mates, having mates. The poor old man was like, hey, what about me? Yeah, whatever, right? But God said that man should not be alone. I'll make him a helper, a helpmeet, that is, right? So now being a helper is goes into different situation, different things, different areas of expectation and all that good stuff. So now being a helper, she was more or less, well, the comforter, because he says that man should not be alone. And being a comforter is not just to say, bam, 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 like the rabbits of the world that were out there in the world, in the farm, in the garden. But, but that's the thing about a man's pressure, about a man's situation, about a man's desires. So when God made woman from the man, not from the dust, he didn't blow no breath into her life that we know of, whatever, right? Because he didn't say something, right? But he did with the man. He blew his spirit. This man became a living soul in the image and the likeness of the Creator. Good. So now when he made the woman, from the top of her head to the tip of her little bit pinky toe, she has sensations. She has sensations. Why would God do that? Because a woman has to be learned. She has to be studied. She has to be, like, how you say, one of the things that bothers a man, bothers a woman, is that routine. Um, Old saying, old doing, getting bored, habitual. The woman is exciting, and God made her exciting. So man received this woman because when God brought the woman to the man, he was excited. Wow, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. I'll call her Eve, woman, right? So therefore, he started the beginning of the creation period, the creation situation. He didn't wait till full moon, when she became in the situation. He got the situation in hand. He can start the ball rolling at any time, and that's where a woman is today. She don't have to wait for this or that or the other. The only time she's in a period of waiting is when a prayer, when they are like separate for a moment of prayer. Uh, but other than that, no matter what, except for like when it's inconvenience for the child being born or whatever, you know what I mean, or that kind of situation, then that's up to the individual people. Individual. She can tell whether or not, no, no, don't bother me today, don't bother me now, whatever, whatever. But in the meantime, there are other things and other ways that she can please her man, because after the fall, and we're going to talk about why why the woman was guilty of cheating. Yes, it is hard to say, but it's true, right? The serpent, when the devil got kicked out of heaven, he was kicked down to earth, and his spirit went into the serpent, and then the serpent came to the woman. Now, the man was there with the woman. I don't know how far away they were, but it said there with her. That means they wasn't far apart, maybe in the area, right? Not in way over yonder over there, but right there. But the man had a responsibility, as we said before. His responsibility is to protect. His responsibility is to guard or either provide the shelter, provide for her woman. protect her, give her comfort, right? And she's supposed to give him comfort and tea in the times of need and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, the man let the woman be entertained by the serpent. The man is supposed to step up, speak up, and not to let the woman go through those changes with the serpent. And this is what happened today. Today, this is one reason why the man is responsible, because he's supposed to show power. He's supposed to show leadership. He's supposed to show that he's protecting his household, his wife, protection, protects her heart, protects her mind, protects her standard. So in other words, he is the provider for anything that she needs for her satisfaction, her well-being, showing her that, look here, out of all of those thousands of places on your body that could be stimulated and appreciated, I'm going to learn you. That's why in the Bible it said, and he knew his wife, because they entered into each other. They became one spirit, one flesh. When they became one flesh, and they togetherness. So therefore, let no matter, no man put them asunder, apart, but God had joined together. So therefore, man is really responsible for all of the things, not all of the things, I'm sorry, please forgive me, for the many things that happens in that relationship, including her stepping out of the relationship. And like I said, the main thing that she steps out of the relationship is because she's not happy. She's not satisfied. A woman needs satisfaction because God made it that way. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You could touch her earlobe. You could touch her neck. You could touch her lips. You could just touch her back, her shoulders, her hair. Stroke her hair. Stroke her. Eat. Just touch her legs, her feet. Rub her feet. She can respond in such a way, because it is also noted that a woman can have a climatic experience in more than 10 different ways. More than 10 different ways. So therefore, a man has to be more intensive to know about her, because every woman is not the same. What happened over here with Jill and Mary Sue doesn't apply to Jennifer and Jackie. No. But each one of them is like a fingerprint, all different. So therefore, he has to study her. But then he has to be there to provide for her. She should not be alone. Not alone that says being in the house all by herself. Alone means like she needs comfort. She needs company in her spirit. She needs communication. Yes. So if she's not getting these things, guess what? She's going to get them somewhere. So she's tend to wonder. Because after the fall, when the devil came up, the serpent came up and started talking about and gave us some lies, talking about see what happened is like we already had established the fact that it's being cheated is not always the beginning of a quick physical romantic situation or any kind of physical situation. It can start in the mind, in the spirit, right? So now, when the serpent came up to her and said that the God said that you can't eat from any tree in the garden. So first off, he misconstrued the word, misconstrued the topic of the command that the Heavenly Father put forth to the people, right? And this is what happened today. A guy come up to her, say, "Hey, look here, you so beautiful, you so nice, you so kind, you so this, you know all this, and I love that smile you got." Gave her accolades, gave her attention, gave her compliments. Or either, "Wow, I love that outfit you have on today. It is so nice." Her husband should have been the one that's saying, "Wow, you look good today. What's going on, girl?" You know what I mean? "Wow, I might be late for work today." You know, and give her something to lift up her spirit. But no, she goes to work, or either she goes shopping, or wherever. And she's always feeling that her husband is neglecting her because in the wee hours of the morning and the night, she's like asking for situations, and he's not giving it because he's tired. He's been working all day. He's been tired. Da 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 da. He comes home around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 6 o'clock in the evening. He's stretched out. He wants to play a game. He wants to go stop by and have a beer with the guys. Da 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 da. So he gets home about 8 o'clock. They're having dinner, right? Now he goes back to watching TV. So about 11 or 12 o'clock, she's like, "Hey, baby, wait, what's up? What's up there?" He tired. He got a project at the job. Well, why didn't you first came home before you get through all this stuff? Take a deep breath, take a shower. Then by 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, do an hour on your job. Do an hour on your project or program, whatever, right? Have your dinner, or either just eat a light snack. But no, he's not considering this stuff. He's not considering his wife's feelings at the time. So now she's developing excuses for like, well, hey, I want to go out. I'm going out with the girls. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I want to go shopping. Here it is, 8 o'clock at night. You're going to go shopping. Sure, a lot of stores are open that time of night. But the point of it is that she shouldn't have to think like that. When he come home, or when she come home, they should treat each other just like the king and the queen. This is my castle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you. I care for you. On your last breath, you can't hardly make it through the door. But there's something about that spirit, something about that love, something about that genuine caring for each other that will lift up his spirit, lift up her spirit, knowing that my man or my girl, however you want to talk about it, right? And then when it's time to come for that relaxation time, if he's rested everything, run her some bath water. It's all right. Give her some bubble bath. Give her a massage. She's she got to go through a lot of stuff at the job. She's been tempted. She's been picked on, pushed about, trying to like keep things in level headed. Show her that you care. Show her that, hey, I'm here for you. And then send her to the moon. But no, he gonna give 1, 2, 3, fall over, go to sleep. And she like, what? You know what I mean? And this is what happens too much and too many times in our relationship today. We are not really paying attention to each other. We're being so inconsiderate. It's not funny. We're not respecting each other. We're not having caring for each other like we should. Oh, I love you. I've been working my behind off. I've been working 2 jobs. Okay, you're working 2 jobs. She knows that you're working 2 jobs, but don't let that be 24/7. On the weekend, maybe one day during the weekend, instead of sleeping all day. Okay, so you're tired. That's why you need to go to the gym. That's why you need to be exercised and ready to roll. So that one day a week, or however you want to try to make it, let her know these things. Let her know that we're working towards a goal. She's a part of the goal. She's a part of the mission. She's a part of what's happening. Without a vision, the people perish. Let her be a part of that vision. So that means if she mess up, She knows the division is gone, out of here. Establish your financial situation in a way whereas, okay, stop living above your means. But then there's so many other things that we go through, so many other things that she can go through that really say, I'm out of here. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to mess up for real. She has already thought this in her mind in a lot of different places. That's why they have, there are about, ooh, 30 to 45 to 50 different things that a woman causes a woman to step out on a relationship. But the major thing, one that really, really would say yes or no are the ones down here about the being tired, bored, being complacent, same old thing, routine. Now it's become a thing. It's almost like at exactly 7:15, something happened. Exactly uh, 8 o'clock, something happened. Don't happen. Laundry has to be done. The dishes got to be washed. Da, da, da. Stop being so programmed to that place where it's become mechanical. Show her that something like impulses, this and that and the other. Come on, man, let's go out. Boom. Well, I don't feel like going out. Okay, well, what's up? Is everything all right? Let her know that you care about her feelings, about her emotions, about her spirit. She might be feeling bad or sickly or something like that, or whatever. Because headaches are not an everyday thing. But why is she having a headache? But try to find out. But then again, don't push her. And this is something else too. Jealousy. Jealousy has caused a woman to skip on you. Well, she can't talk to nobody. She don't know. Okay, we already established the fact that talking to somebody is not really that good because she could be talking to somebody that's leading up to something. But then have a, how you call it, before we really get too serious into a relationship, have those boundaries that when someone come up to have a conversation, we'll have a conversation together. We have a meeting. We'll sit around the kitchen table, all you, me, and her, him or her or whoever else. No one, the boundaries. No one is just come by the house unless it's a mechanic or um, somebody like that to do some work on the house, and they have to be scheduled. Try to get them scheduled for the weekend, or get them scheduled so that you can come home at any old time. At any old time, or even let you out of town. But then there's a trust factor because even the Bible said, "Trust no man." Trust no man, whoever it is. But then you have to have a certain level of trust towards your wife because you are one now. But once you start that developing of relationship as to who you are and who she is with you, so that she'll know where she stayed in your life. That's why you ask these questions up front, way back there in that dating stage, in that place. So that when she have these conversations with somebody uh, that's going to try to talk to her, even on a business trip, she's going through some stuff. Maybe the cycle is off or whatever. She still got to do at work. That the pressure, is how you call it, depression, anxiety, all comes in. Stress level is over the roof. And here come Slick Harry. You know, well, we work together. Da 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 da. I'm buying you lunch today. Would you like to have a glass of wine? Well, I don't care. What I mean, because she thinking about something. Well, she thinking about a job for really. Now, here comes Slick Harry talking about, well, a little glass of wine ain't gonna hurt this and that and the other. And then Slick Harry eventually gonna try to rub her neck, rub her back. And she got to tell him, whoa, wait a minute, bro. You know what I mean? But she don't say nothing if you don't establish yourself with her with that situation. Once you establish yourself, then Slick Harry has no recall. Because I've had some women just to tell me, Mike, go sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? Hey, I gave it a shot. But they let me know. But then sometimes the situation come about is like it didn't matter to me because I could take it or leave it. But then I knew how to communicate to the fact that I could wear you down. Next thing you know, hey, it's all there, it's all there, it's all there. But in the meantime, we got to really use our experience, use our past experience to compensate for what's now. And another place too, whereas the husband is responsible, have a thing that makes the wife do the thing. So many women have been molested, have been hurt, raped, abused at a young age, and even upward, and they're hurting. They're still hurting inside. They're not healed because women have already made a confession that okay, because I was hurt, they begin to have this feeling that they become promiscuous, all right, more and more and more. Next thing you know, here comes Slick Harry in, and next thing you know, it's like a strong person in her mind because her husband is weak. Her husband's not really showing that strength and power to be a good leader, to comfort her, to put her in that situation. Whereas, look, baby, I'm here for you, no matter what. I want to help you. I am helping you. You don't have to ask her all the time. Just do things to make her feel that she is protected, that she is comfortable. And then she will give you the comfort when you in a place where you had a bad day today, things like that. You walk in the house, wow, it seemed like a paradise. Yes, a paradise. When she treats you gently and y'all with each other, combining that strength, combining the power that is given to you. Now you can do things. But see, too many times we don't ask those questions. We don't find out what's going on. Ah, we don't know. But please, by all means, find out the history and then work on the history. Help her to overcome those situations so that she don't be all frustrated, wilding, and wanting and desiring. Because excitement will make a woman move quick, fast, and in a hurry. Being bored, being frustrated, aggravated, and then not compensated, she will move on to doing things. And then what makes it so bad is that because she was deceived, because woman was deceived by the serpent so long ago, that deception is still within them. That's why they lie so much when they get busted. Oh, I didn't do it. We just friends. Oh, it's just this is just that. There's nothing to it. It's not what you think. Been there. Not what you think, but it's the truth. Like I say, sometimes the physical action is already started, but the phone, the technology is already. I mean, it's like when a woman really is cheating, they they dismiss consequences. For some reason, it's always like in the Bible when it says that about, I think it was in Timothy 3. In the end days, there will come a time when people be lovers of self, and then on down to lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. And then you have different things that come about. And one of those things is that they become reckless. People will become reckless. And this is what happened when you out there putting your body at a risk and the consequences of that risk. So, guys, before you jump up and down and beat her down, and uh, okay, how you handle it about whether or not you're going to divorce or kick her out or whatever it is, that, but may I make a suggestion? Do what Jesus would do. First, you forgive, and then remind her of the situation, remind her of the vow, remind her of how you say we made the situation come about where we have boundaries. Remind her of them. And then ask her, how do you stand? Because see, one thing about it that we keep forgetting, everybody has to go before that throne of judgment. Everybody have to close their eyes one day and they have to answer to that stuff. Remind them of that. If she's reminded of that, and then it sinks into her spirit, and then you as a husband, or me as a husband, get our act together. But we can't have our act together when we have vengeance. We're taking revenge about this and that other, who she messing with, revenge, and we're going to destroy that life, this and that and the other. Then she could repent and be in heaven, and you down there in that place of destruction. So think about this thing before you talk about taking revenge. Think about it before you uh, pull the trigger or beat her down or beat up the guy. But have that conversation and then go from there. I would suggest, for real, for real. So I do hope that everything's all right, and I hope that we can continue these sections again, especially next week, and also have the situation of a PDF. It says "Love and Betrayal. Why do we cheat?" It should be ready by the first of the month, and that's right around the corner. I would be glad to just give it to you. And this will also be like how the man has the responsibility of holding fast his family, his wife, because her desires is to be for the desires of the husband. For real, for real. That is no 50-50 in marriage. Sorry, y'all are one. One. No half, my other half, better half, this and that, the other, this and that, the other. You're still one. And that oneness is to be together with in the vows, together. So make for sure that you're standing strong in that situation. Go over this tape again, and I'll be glad to talk with anyone who really wants to, like say, get into it. You want to talk about the consultation. If a woman say that, look here, I'm having problem, issues, and situation. What do you think? I can tell you what I think. All right. It won't be like I say standing up in court because I'm not a lawyer. All right. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a psychiatrist. But we are here, helpers of one another, helpers of one another, and we can pray together, and we can call forth the Spirit of the true and living God for sanctification, for justification, and for holiness, and for goodness. All right? So think about these things. I am Michael Jones. Desire to excel at peopleinlove.com. Think about these things. Overcoming lust, pornography, addiction, depression, infidelity. All those things can be overcome. And that stuff about, oh, well, once a woman cheats, don't ever forgive her, don't ever take her back. That's not the way God is. God has the power to cleanse out and clear out and fix up anything and everything and everybody. Think about it. He can get into the hearts of the worst person living. As long as you're breathing, you have an opportunity to get it right and get it together. Think about those things. All right. With that in mind, take care, wonderful people. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. In Jesus' holy name. And thank you for being with us again today. Thank you for sharing, caring, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. With that in mind, take care. Bye now.